All right on everybody. So you have come up with your course idea. You found out how to make it unique and creative and engaging for your audience. But there's just one really important ingredient that we haven't covered yet. And that's to come up with a name and a tagline for your course.
Yep.
Because coming up with a name that resonates with your customers is a really important thing. It's the first thing that people are going to notice. Is the thing that's going to essentially spark their interest and make it a decision if whether or not they want to click further and come to your website, depending on where they find it. And it's the thing that's going to cause you to stand out. So your name and your tagline are really important. So how do you come up with a name and tagline? There's a few things that you want to communicate, and that's what is it that you're teaching. Your name and your tagline need to communicate what you're teaching. Needs to communicate the transformation people will receive by going through your course. It needs to communicate who it's actually for, and it needs to communicate in some way the theme that you've come up with for your course, so they can really get the vibe of what it is that you have created. Mm-hmm. And so for us, the Great eCourse Adventure, it's obviously a course on courses, but the name is slightly vague. It's kind of the attention grabber. It's like the Great eCourse Adventure. What is that? If you can have people question with honest curiosity, what is that? That's a good thing for your name. And then the tagline, the adventurous entrepreneur's guide to creating, launching, and marketing the greatest e-course you can possibly imagine. It's really simple.
That's the longest name I ever heard.
I know. And so what that does is it communicates the value. It communicates who it's for, adventurous entrepreneurs, and it communicates the value of creating, launching, and marketing the greatest e-course you can imagine.
All right, so next steps is go to your journal, and you're going to want to just make a list of name ideas and make a list of tagline ideas. You don't necessarily need to connect them. They're, it can be two separate things, and just make a list of 10 of each. And for each of those, in order for them to be a valid possible idea, you need to make sure that the .com is available.
Totally.
So if you, it's best to, you want it to be easy to find.
Don't have a .net or any of those. You really want it to be a .com, because that's what people search for first. If they think of your e-course idea or your name, they're going to search blah 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 name .com, not .net or anything.
Yeah, exactly. Another thing too that's really important is to not do so maybe myecourse.com is taken, and you do, well, what about my dash eCourse or hyphen or dash, whatever.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
No dashes, no hyphens. That's that's against the law.
Yeah.
So, so then what you're gonna want to do is, once you have your list of 10, look at them all and just feel out what ones are really sticking for you, and pick your top 3 of each.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Tagline and name.
Yeah, tagline. Three names, 3 taglines. And then take those over to the campfire and share them with the community. And get feedback.
Create a new thread around the campfire,
and read other people's and give them feedback, and we'll help each other pick the very best one, the winning combination. And
totally.
You might even find that certain elements of this tagline and certain elements of that tagline end up being put them together, and there it is.
It's the perfect fit.
And so pick one, go with it. Don't overthink this stuff, especially the name is in some level less important than the tagline. The name is the attention grabber, but the tagline is really going to drive it home for people. So don't obsess over it. Just pick something and just roll with it and move forward and just get it done. You can always change the name later.
Yeah.
And you can tweak the tagline. We've already tweaked our tagline a few times since we started, so it's not going to be perfect. Don't allow yourself to not have it be perfect. Pick something, go with it, and make sure that you buy the .com.
Totally.
Definitely buy it. Don't
get the .com now. Don't wait till you're ready to launch. And just some hints, something that I've done, I love name games, and so an exercise that I do when I want to come up with a name for a course or a workshop or whatever is essentially, in Architect Forest, you came up with essentially everything that describes your course. And so do a mind map, write my course in the middle of a piece of paper, and then write all the key descriptive words about who it's for, what the course is about, what the transformation is that it provides. Basically every key word that could describe your course, write it down around that. And then basically start playing with the words. Just and a name, a title. I mean, the Great eCourse Adventure. That's as long as you can possibly go. That's like the longest name you want for your course. We did a really long name there. But start playing with different variations using the keywords for your name and also descriptions with your tagline.
And when you get your name and your tagline dialed in, somebody should be able to read those and get it. They instantly get it. Right?
Totally.
And you'll know when you find it. At least when you find the one that's good enough for now, you'll know.
Yeah, and then also you could ask some of your clients in that because they'll really tell you honestly if it resonates with you.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is like just some things to consider is like don't spend too much time on this. Like just really have fun with it. And the other thing is don't pick words that are hard to spell because if people are writing in the .com and they have no idea how to spell your URL, it's not a good thing. Another thing is don't be cryptic. Don't make up words. And another thing is definitely the .com's got to be available. No dashes, as Andy already said. And have fun because naming your eCourse is like naming a baby. It's quite the honor.
Is it like making a baby?
No, creating an eCourse, yes. It's like making a baby. Naming an eCourse is like naming the baby. It's like, seriously, we're going through a birthing process right now.
It's very true.
Yeah, there's definitely periods of discomfort.
It's a labor of love.
It's a labor of love. It's a good one.
All right, go name your courses, guys.
Can't wait to see some names and some taglines.